really quick about why is National Geographic dropping a movie about Aretha Franklin? Now, I hate when Hollywood does this shit. I fucking hate it. Now, we've all held hands and agreed, even if we did not like the acting choices, but we've all held hands and agreed that the Jennifer Hudson Aretha Franklin movie is the one that we are investing into. Not just because we're going to hear Jennifer Hudson scream her way through the movie, but you're shady. But also because Jennifer Hudson is the person that Aretha Franklin chose to do the movie. So now that there is allegedly going to be, not allegedly, because this is true life, there is going to be a Got to Be Real version starring, and this is no shade to Cynthia Erivo because she's a great actress, but the Queen of Soul has arrived. Cynthia Erivo unveiled the new key art for the National Geographic's limited series, Genius Aretha, which will tell the story of the legendary singer Aretha Franklin. The project's premiere date got pushed back due to COVID and missed the opportunity for an Emmy run. Find out when the new premiere date is, apparently the new premiere date is going to be in March of 2021, which is just around the corner. So I guess this isn't going to be a movie, but more like a documentary. So I just hate it when Hollywood stuffs, when it then becomes okay, so who's going to get it out first? Like when they do a Whitney movie and 50 people want to do a Whitney movie at once, or when they do a Aaliyah something and 50 people want to do an Aaliyah something. It just is really annoying. So luckily to know, why National Geographic though? I mean, I always think of them as animals and weird shit, but I guess. So this is slated to premiere March 2021. We will keep each other abreast so that we can watch and come back and talk. Happy belated 50th birthday goes out to the queen of hip hop soul herself, Mary J. Blige. If you know me, you know that I am a huge Mary J. Blige fan. What's the 411 was actually the first CD that I ever bought for my own self. And I didn't buy it where I paid 99 cents and got 50 CDs. No, I went into a store called HMV at the time, at the White Plains Mall. And I went and I bought myself this CD. And then I went back and bought, My Life, the classic album. So shout out to Mary J. Blige. Let's see, what else can we get into? Have you done the Bus It challenge yet? I'm not bussing anything, although I could. But I hate being one of those girls, damn, sometimes, bitch, you just gotta sit some shit out. You know what I'm saying? So as we've all suspected, this season is going to be the last season of Insecure. I think it's time. I think that, to be honest with you, even though they gave us extra episodes last season, I don't know. I wasn't that happy. Now, I'm glad that we are going to get it wrapped up with a nice bow. I'm still upset about Girlfriends. And I hated the way Being Mary Jane ended. But hopefully we'll get something really good from the ending of Insecure. It was announced vis-a-vis the Insecure social media page, as well as Issa Rae announcing it on her social media. And she said in part, Prentice and I are so grateful that HBO believed in our show from the beginning and kept faith in us to see our vision through the end. We always planned to tell the story through 5 seasons, but we couldn't have made it this far without the tremendous support of our audience. I feel blessed beyond measure to bring our characters' stories to an end, on the screen at least. So shout out to them. I love this show. Hate to see it end, but love to see that we are going to get hopefully the ending that we've all wanted and all asked for. All right. Last but certainly not to be overlooked and least. So can we talk about who you think Ariana Grande is going to do the remix for 3435 with? Now, I think it's going to be Chloe and Halle. A lot of the girls are saying Doja and Nicki. Who say you? Oh my God. And we didn't even talk about Hotels. Shout out to Jasmine Sullivan. What a great EP. Hotels, phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Really loved it from top to bottom. If you haven't heard it as of yet, please go and take a listen. But I think it's going to be Chloe and Halle. I don't know why. I think that that's going to be an amazing little trio. I'm not really looking forward to the Doja Nicki, if that's what it is. No, thank you. So as you head into your day and you are just kind of gallivanting and being wise and being smart and being funny and being witty, just remember that words have meaning. Yes, they do. Think about the value that you put on words. Remember when I led in by saying that I love this and I love that. We've pretty much bastardized the word love. That's why when somebody tells you they love you, you can oftentimes question it. Do you love me the way that you love Nicki Minaj, or the way you love vanilla ice cream, or the way you love these new shoes that you probably won't wear in a year? Because, I mean, if that's the way you love me, then I'll pass. Over and over again, I've been hearing the anecdote, love your neighbor as yourself. Now, I've always thought that that meant love your neighbor the way you should love yourself, when in fact, that is not what it means. When you think about the traditional origin of the word love, back in the day, two kings would come together and agree that their nations would love each other. Now, what that means is that they would agree to look out for one another, to protect each other from enemies seen, and if I don't have the better eyes, even unseen. So what's the value that you've put on your love? What does your love actually weigh? Is your own love tank full? Are you able to even provide that in which you may not have for yourself? There's an old wise tale that says, never trust the man that gives you the shirt off his back, especially if that's the only shirt that he got. Never trust someone who's telling you that they love you, yet and still it's questionable on whether or not they even love themselves. See, the whole idea is not that you love yourself and you love your neighbor and you treat each other well, but that you truly acknowledge that there is no difference between you and the person standing next to you. Yes, the labels are the things that we use to provide distance between us. See, we oftentimes approach each other with the questions of, where are you from? What do you do? What music do you like? And we oftentimes think that those questions are meant to see if we have anything in common. But more times than not, what your brain is calculating is the differences that you have between you and someone else. How much distance can you create between you and this person, making it so that you can treat them in any way, shape, or form, because now they're nothing like you. There's a mile of variables between you. So can you actually love your neighbor as yourself? What does love actually mean? See, just like anger and violence are all secondary emotions, love could be seen as a secondary emotion. based on the fact of whether or not you feel lust or you feel romance or you feel joy or you feel connection or you feel some sort of attraction. You love tacos. Are you attracted to tacos, my man? Are you attracted to tacos? Probably not. All I'm saying is count it all the words. Words do have meaning. And understand what you're saying to people. See, we come from different walks of life. So even that in and of itself is going to cause us to ascribe different meanings to emotions. Mine's is going to be based off my history, how I was taught, all the experiences that make up where I am right now. Put some distance between what you think and what you say. That'll allow for you to really ascribe the true meaning for what it is that you're feeling. Because words could either be like a soft landing or like a hard sword. There's nothing wrong with understanding and wisdom. The scripture even says it itself. If you gather understanding, if you gather wisdom, you're rich. You have more revenue than anything. That's all I'm saying. All right, so this was just a drive-by. Take your ass to work, nigga. Peace.